top reasons not to buy a townhouse here in Canada, guys. And that's coming from somebody who is getting paid to make you buy a townhouse, guys. By myself. I work in real estate, so I'm telling you not to buy it. I made a video not to buy a condo. I talked about apartments. Then I made a video, you've probably seen it already, about top reasons not to buy a house. Today I'm making a video, top reasons not to buy a townhouse. Why am I doing that? I haven't covered only probably half a duplex or semi-detached properties because everyone thinks, guys, I had realtors reaching out to me and saying, hey, what the hell are you doing, Igor? You are ruining the business. You should never say your opinion on why people shouldn't be buying something. And one of my clients even told me, hey Igor, isn't your job just to sell anything at any cost? Why the hell are you telling people not to buy something? Maybe you should also tell people to rent and not buy real estate at all. And that's actually a brilliant freaking idea. I'll definitely shoot a video on that topic too, just to show that, guys, you have to make an informed decision when you're buying anything, especially when you're taking a loan, especially when you're dealing with a realtor, especially if you're having the wrong person who is telling you, well, it's not a big deal, you just have to buy. Because I want to warn you guys, once you got the keys, once the conditions are waived on your contract, purchase agreement, once the keys are handed over to you and something goes wrong, I repeat, you are on your own. And that's why a lot of people are doing research on YouTube to find out, why would I not buy a townhouse? Well, today I'll tell you guys. For example, look at this one. These ones are pretty nice townhouses, even though I'm not sure about this specific complex, but they look slightly different. It might be a condo, might not be a condo. My best guess, they are a part of a condo. I want to tell you guys that there are two types of townhouses and two forms of ownership. Essentially, there is a condominium, which is the shared ownership, similar to apartments, and there is a freehold. Those townhouses are easier to sell. People prefer them more. There is no condo fees. They also have an ugly side to them, and I'll cover them a little bit later in today's video. Right now, let's talk about the townhouses that are condos. So let's just hypothetically say, I'm almost confident, because the snow here is clean and shared pathways, that this must be condos, should be condos at least. I can check it for you if you want to know for sure, but looking at the fact that their windows are kind of same, and the facade and the roof, you don't see different color roofed here like you would see if they were not condos. I am assuming that they might be condos. Let's talk about condos. First of all, guys, what is a townhouse? Let's be very frank with you. It's literally apartments with separate entrances. So there is somebody's door. Let's walk, let's walk, let's walk. Another door. Great part about it is you don't have to say hello to your neighbors. You could be autistic or on a spectrum of autism, and you don't have to, or just you're just one of those people who don't like introverts. Like, guys, I look extroverted, but I don't like greeting people all the time. When I see them, neighbors, hi, hello, how are you? Good, 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 good. And then you go home and cry by yourself. That would be a good option, actually. But in that way, what's the ugly part about it? Is that you cannot still mind your own business in your own property because it's a condo. They also fall under a special assessment term. You could be slapped with the $50,000 bill. Let's say this condominium complex over here, see, it's called the Mosaic here, for example. See the Mosaic. So I think I was right about condo board. Anyways, let's say they have a major renovation, but let's say they don't have enough money in the reserve fund and they need to fix this place up. A major repair, siding, the roof, and stuff like that. They ran out of money. All of the homeowners that fall into a condominium, they get slapped with the special assessment if they don't have enough money. It means that, okay, here you go, there is a bill for $20,000, please pay up. And if you're like me, or like majority of Canadians under the current government, you might not have $20,000 laying around freely, just waiting for them to be to pay them for something, right? A lot of people don't have that kind of savings just laying around. So if you don't have that kind of savings, like most people don't, some people do, and I know some people do a lot of that, and especially people from Ukraine like myself, because we don't trust the government and we don't trust the banks. Well, I'm Canadianized. I almost have no cash, maybe a couple of $100 and that's it in total for the entire family. But, most people don't have that money. So what they would do is they would add a condo fee. Let's say next 5-7 years, you still have to pay it up. So your condo fees they kind of double. So your condo fees go up in price, almost doubling, until you pay off that debt when you are, let's say, buying a townhouse. What else? Now, there is also, you have to know about townhouses. Unlike apartments and condos that are apartments, they also, a lot of times, most of them have a source of heating. So they have, let's say, a furnace, right? They have a furnace inside, and they also have a hot water tank, and you are going to be responsible to maintain it. So even though they charge you condo fees, and even though those condo fees look smaller, because some apartments are like, let's say they have $600 condo fee, or I don't know, in some cases $1,000 condo fee for apartment units. Here it could be, thank you. Sorry, you guys pass not to interrupt the conversation here of other people. But in townhouses, 360 up to 400 is common. But what does it include? Generally, almost nothing. Well, it includes the exterior envelope of the buildings most of the times, like the windows, let's say, the front of the house, the snow removal, the roof, basically the exterior of the property, right? But if, let's say, your furnace goes down, you might still be liable most of the times. You have to buy a new furnace or repair the one. A hot water tank, same thing. You know, it's like in a condo, it's if you have a condo apartment, let's say, all right, what does it include? Usually it includes the heating, water, sewer, in some cases, even electricity. In a townhouse, nothing like that. So most of the times heating is your responsibility, water is your responsibility, sewer, electricity is all on you, and makes like an attractive option for you to buy a townhouse. On my Russian YouTube channel, I called a townhouse, I called it an almost a house. Let's go this way. There's more townhouses, there's condos that way, apartments. Let's go, here's more townhouses on the other side. So let's say, guys, you are I call it not exactly a house, almost a house. I would say townhouse is almost a house. What I like about it is, you see, you get a little bit of a front porch, like if you can call it a front porch. It's like a cubicle size front porch. Okay, make sure I don't slip here, because I don't want to get injured. So the newer ones, like these ones, have smaller, like, no, you don't have really a backyard, especially the newer ones. Very few of them do. So you have like a piece of land, and it's part of the condo board, and they might be able to tell you what you might have and not have in front of your townhouse, because you have to get a condo board's permission. They will tell you what size of a dog. Sometimes you don't get to get a fat big dog. You have a small puppy like this, yep, 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 that does nothing besides barking louder than the big one sometimes. And you can do anything, because condo boards, they have bylaws, and basically it's almost like a house. Cool thing is you have your own entrances and stuff like that, but and a piece of front porch like that where you sit and you look around and you can see all the neighbors. Hi, almost no privacy over here. So that's why I call it almost a house. Now, what's cool about it is, like, you almost literally have a house, but still it's a condo. You're not responsible for the entire thing. So the cool part about it is you're not responsible for the windows most of the times, and roof, and the exterior outer envelope of the building. Outer envelope is basically like the siding and stuff like that, and sometimes front door. Sometimes front door might not be a part of a condo. You have to check with the specific condo board, and you still fall on the bylaws, and you still have to comply with the condo board bylaws. So that's why I'm saying not to buy a townhouse. Okay, now let's talk about the one that you all were waiting, freehold townhouses. They look almost the same. Everything is almost the same. I did an inspection 2 days ago. Since I recorded this video, it's probably going to be 4 or 6 days when I publish it. But anyways, guys, so I did a walkthrough for a townhouse. Well, that was actually a part of a triplex, to be honest, but it's a freehold, essentially almost a townhouse, especially if you get middle unit. Sometimes, guys, townhouses can be semi-detached properties too, similar to a duplex. That's why they're more expensive. By the way, you see, like people on the corner units, they get an extra side of windows. Other people just have front and back, that's it. They don't have anything else. But this one has extra windows. Like this one, there is a tree, but there is an extra window too. So the corner units are usually more expensive. You have a little bit more privacy. So the one that I was doing, I purchased it for a Ukrainian family, and you're doing a walkthrough, and it's a brand new. It's built by a construction company, and it's built this year, and they're going to be getting the keys very soon. So it's awesome. It's great. No condo fees and everything, and it's good that it's new. But if you go to the older one, townhouses like 40 years, 50-year-old ones, and they have freehold, honestly, some of them look like slums in India. Like, oh, you just start commenting, start saying, Igor, you're wrong, like absolutely nonsense. No, but seriously, you have a townhouse. I cannot show it to you here right now, but one of them has an excellent, like this one has new windows, right? But the other one might have an old junk aluminum windows. That one might have a new siding. The other one has an old siding, let's say, like something, they haven't renovated since they purchased it. Then the color of the roof can be also different. For example, if it's a freehold townhouse, let's say, one neighbor renovated the roof and the other one is not that wealthy, so they have an old bloated roof, and one neighbor built some kind of shed in front of their townhouse and some other construction stuff, and they leave a bunch of junk in front of their backyard, and the other neighbor doesn't have that. So essentially, it's all good and great, but when it comes to you selling your property, and you can be an excellent landlord, you can be an excellent owner. You did all the renovations, you changed the windows, you did the flooring and everything, and your townhouse looks great. You have brand new roof and everything is good. But next door neighbor might be a dickhead who doesn't want to do anything, and plus they're broke also on top of it. And yeah, I'm sorry for using that kind of language, but some people are dickheads like that. They just don't want to be nice to anyone, and they don't give a damn. You have a part of a new fence, and their fence is falling off, tilting towards you, and they don't want to give you a penny, and plus they don't like you anyways, let's say, and you don't like them, but what can you do? Maybe that's the reason why you're moving. Maybe you're selling it because you keep on arguing with your neighbor, and they're not nice neighbors. People come and they see your property, they're like, wow, it's amazing. But the neighbor, wow, I don't want to be next to that guy, girl, whatever. I don't want to be neighbor next door to that person. And your property value goes down because of it, even though it's freehold. So in that way, guys, especially older freeholds like that, they do diminish value and they look strange. You got a yellow roof, then you have a green roof, then somebody put a gray roof, somebody has brand new windows, awesome renovation, different colors. It can look like a freaking rainbow. Like not following the rainbow, it would be looking better if it's a rainbow, following a certain pattern. No freaking pattern. Anyway, one neighbor has yellow house. Oh, there's yellow house. Well, this is a design here, so it makes sense. But I just said it randomly, and there you go, yellow house. Actually, it's a good example. But you see, these guys have one kind of siding, for example, vinyl, and those guys have stucco, right? So because of all of these things, guys, especially on freehold townhouses, it can be different kinds of siding, different colors, and you look and you see, but it is completely different properties. You would see, like, look at this, every fence is same, right? Everything is about the same age. One person's fence is rotting, and they're ruining your value. So that's why I'm saying, guys, don't buy a townhouse. I would still tell you that I would probably prefer freehold townhouses. You know why? Because there's no condo fees. There's one of my friends who said, Igor, it's like a violation of your, of, I don't know how to say it properly in English, but anyways, it's like a sexual assault almost when a condo board slaps you with a special assessment that you cannot do anything about, and you get literally violated by it, by that huge bill that come into your unexpectedly. And they're saying from experience, they're like, Igor, there is no freaking way, like snowballs in hell. Like Justin Trudeau just commented to Donald Trump that they would buy another condo again in their lifetime after that happened to them. And my goal, guys, is to tell you, read your condominium documents, do the review, do the research, know the downfalls. I can't come up with anything more negative about townhouses anymore. Besides the fact that if I was to choose to buy either a townhouse or a condo, like if I was now and I was buying my first condo, I'd probably go for a townhouse. But I'm happy I purchased condo, because you know what? I hated condos. and I still own it. It's still on rent. It still pays for itself. And I made a video about it. And if I had a townhouse, I would probably stay there longer. I would be more comfortable with the townhouse than having a condo. So it would not make me do a better decision in my life in buying my house. So I would have not ever purchased a house if I didn't ever purchase a condo. So I still think it was the right purchase, because if I got a townhouse, I would have not had so much real estate as I do right now, multiple properties, multiple houses, and a condo. So I still think, guys, that there's pluses and minuses. About any process of any property, you'll find plenty of information online. My goal to make this video shorter is actually to tell you all the minuses. So here you go, guys. These are the reasons why you should, this bird scared me, why you should not be buying a townhouse in this video. If you are searching for a condo, I'm here to discourage you an apartment. And check the link in the description of this video. Go and have a look at that video where I made top reasons not to buy an apartment. And then also, if you're thinking, well, Igor, then the houses are much better, check that video as well. By the way, guys, freehold townhouses, you would also be responsible for the trees that are on your lot. If they are 3 feet away from the city line, like a sidewalk, let's say, they would actually come and measure it for you. And then if it's more than that, they'll be like, hey, your problem. If not, then it's the city's property, and you might need the permission from the city to even touch the tree. So, but anyways, long story short, guys, next video I'm going to make it about duplexes. I'm going to tell you about duplexes, why you shouldn't be buying duplexes. And then once you know all the reasons why you should not be buying any of those properties, you hopefully can make an informed decision. And for those of you who are into real estate and says, Igor, just leave it, like, don't say anything negative. Somebody told me, you're a realtor, you're not supposed to speak your opinion. Oh yes, I understand your freedom of speech and stuff like that, but it's better that you shut up and don't make anything negative. Your job is just to push people to buy something. And I want to say, guys, if you're working with somebody who is pushing you to buy something without telling you how it is like, I think, in my personal opinion, they're not working in your best interest. And you should go to somebody else. That's all. And you choose who you go to, guys. But if anything, I work with eXp Realty. Here's my contact, guys. Neetu, my wife, she's from Mumbai originally, from India. Came here as an international student. She's a mortgage broker. So her contacts are also in the description of the video. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and all the best in your home shopping and your research, guys. Ask me questions and I'll try to do my best answer in the comments. Bye for now.